This rug has the rug mark label. It's a guarantee that no debt bondage slaves were used in its production. There are many kinds of enslavement, even in a land of plenty like the United States. They include drug addiction and crime. In San Francisco, one woman's trust in the human spirit, coupled with her entrepreneurial drive, is giving ex-convicts a last chance at redemption.
Hey, Mike, even though you're putting a load on there, you got to make sure that you inventory it and make sure every piece is there. I'm the manager of the Delancey Street Movement Company. We have about 80 guys. I oversee all operations. Here, let me help you guys with these pads.
All right. You guys need help up here, Ollie?
Oh, I think we all right. I was a guy that was in and out of jail my whole life, and when I got to Delancey, I was 27. It's nothing I can say bad about Delancey. I'm sorry, they saved me. I could imagine what I'd be doing. I'd probably be dead, or I'd probably be in penitentiary for the rest of my life. No questions in my mind. Here, you gotta make sure the colors stay the same. Which load is this?
This is the Washington load.
All those 13 or 14 years I've done bad, I'm trying to do good to help people. So this load right here actually goes out here.
There's a million routes into Delancey Street. You can get paroled to Delancey Street. Probation's one.
After you get a chance, you want to get a wardrobe and just put a wardrobe like that or a mattress box.
Sentenced instead of going to prison is one.
That load is on there. So the next
The Delancey Street process is 2 years because, you know, there's a lot of things people have to accomplish. They have to get a high school equivalency. They have to learn 3 marketable skills. What's also true is it takes about 2 years for the judge inside somebody's head to stop hating themselves and to believe that they've actually earned who they've become.
All right, you guys, I just want to say, first of all, congratulations for everybody getting to the moving company. You know, when you come to Delancey, we come here because of, you know, whatever. We had problems in life. And you go through maintenance, which is a phase where it just basically teaches you how to wake up at a certain time and, you know, follow orders. You guys proven that, and you got off maintenance. You guys got to remember that Delancey Street is a nonprofit, so we don't get any money from the government. We generate our own money through, you know, the businesses. One of them is a moving company. All I ask from you guys is to, you know, be honest, have a good attitude, you know, and be courteous. You got to remember, you're going into people's house now, and you have to be courteous and you have to be professional.
Every single person who comes into Delancey Street, there's this little piece that's like a kid, and they really want to make it, and they don't even know what make it means, but they want to be good. And then there's this series of old habits and cynicism that's pulling on them, and it's a tug of war to have them reach the best of themselves. And it isn't that some people can do it and all people have both. Average residents illiterate, average residents never worked at a job, average residents never even worked at an unskilled job for as long as 6 months. So, you know, it's just a history, a cycle of failure. Moving is awful for people, and they can go make these people feel better. They can do the work for them, they can reassure them, they can be kind to them, they can be kind to the things that represent these people's lives as they move them. And for them, that's a way of balancing the scales. What do you do with your life if you've done a bunch of things that you're ashamed of and that you're guilt-ridden about? You can never undo them. The only thing you can do is put in the scale good things, more good things, more good things, until it tips.
1, 2, 3, go.
And there's more good to what you're doing in your life than what you've done in the past that you feel so awful about. So moving is an incredible opportunity to do that.
Okay. Pull it back a little bit. We gotta stand it up. Okay, I'm gonna drag it out. There you go. Turn. Take it out. Down, down, down. Pull it back. You're squishing it. Pick it up. Okay. Got it. Turn. Okay, come on. Let's go. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Got it. You gotta slide that way. Come on. There you go. Beautiful. Come on, bring it up in. There you go. There you go. Okay, stop. There you go. Come on. A little further. Watch the wall. Watch the wall. Okay, pop a willy. Pop a willy. Go, push. There you go. Come on. Okay. You guys remember, that was the easy part.
This is the official move, the real move right here. That ain't easy. Whew, pianos, huh? Okay. Learning how to, be a team. Really be a team and be a part of the moving company. Things that I haven't done before in my life. Being a part of something. Instead of, being a loner all your life. I was in jail. I was facing a lot of time because I've been in and out of jail for about like 17, almost 20 years now. I don't have no violence though. When I was 16, my mother died on me, and I've been using drugs. When my mother died, I started smoking crack cocaine. That's the only thing that I say, instead of going out hurting people. That's the only thing I could cope with. But that was just a lie, it was an excuse, what I should have did. I should have just kept doing on good things what my mama taught me to do. But now, since I'm here in Delancey Street, I have a chance to better myself, get my Class A license, get my GED, stuff that I haven't did, because I didn't know how to read and write. I feel like I'm coming along pretty good. I'm better than where I was.
Bottom, he's got the bottom.
Next row. We got 15 boxes. They should be probably the same size. Ask them if there's wardrobe.
That people give you, and they tell you, okay, go to Delancey Street if you want to learn to stay out. These were guys in prison that told me this. They said, you want to stay out, Rudy, if you keep coming back, you're going to do a lifetime here. You already gave us 24 years. Go and try to make a life for you and your wife and your kids. I said, well, what? And they said, go to Delancey Street, they'll teach you how to make it. And they're right. So I've been there 3 years now.
You see somebody like Rudy, he is generations into crime, prison, gangs, drug dealing. And for people like that, they don't even know that they're in despair because this is the only life they've known and it's the only life they've seen.
All the plants that we just planted, have you guys seen it since you planted it?
Instead of just running at the end of his 2 years, he asked to stay a third year. And in this year, he's not only learning new things, but he's giving back. And he can see himself as not only hopeful for his own future, but somebody who can give a future to other people.
It's got a little color underneath it. This tall stuff that looks like grass, that's weeds. Just pull it out.
This grass too, right?
No, that's daisies. Those are daisies. I did, my first conviction was kidnapping, which was kind of a funny thing, but I mean, I guess by law that's what it is, it's kidnapping. The 11 years stretched out to like 15 and for stabbings and stuff like that. Some of the activities we did inside, I mean, it just added more time to you. I wasn't rushing to try to get out, so it didn't matter. Now I want to get some more of these here. and pepper them inside the milk.
We've had residents who left and then died, and we've had residents who had to go back to prison, people who didn't make it through the 2 years. And I take it all personally. To me, these people really are my family.
Okay, artists, I'm going to gather everybody in one spot because it's hard.
I understand that I'm not so grand that I can control someone else's life, but when you care a lot, it eats you up.
Let me taste them. They're different. But they're very good. They're cheesier. I cook it, 5 more minutes.
About half the people come into the restaurant having absolutely no idea that they're in any kind of a social program at all. It's just a restaurant. And we have on the back of the menu a description that it's a training school of the Delancey Street Foundation. And it's usually they've given their order already and the waiter's chatted and the waiter goes away and they kind of close the menu and then they're reading the menu and they look and see all these people, have been in prison and homeless and drugs and hit bottom in every way they possibly can. And they usually, the waiter comes back and they kind of look and go, but not you. You're so nice. You couldn't possibly have all these problems. It's just an instant image changer.
Yeah, let's go ahead and check on the calendar real quick.
That's a little bit too much. We want 3/4 of a cup.
That's it right there.
No, 3/4?
3/4 is here.
Okay.
All right?
You got it. That's 1 1/4 cup. We're looking at liters here. Spin it around. That's all right.
Here's a guy, Daryl, who came out of the special housing unit at Pelican Bay Prison. That's for what the Department of Corrections thinks of as their worst, bottom of the line inmate is being held there. And he came after he finished his sentence, and all the odds are against him.
It gets hard to find a job nowadays when you don't have any kind of history. Like you've been missing in action for 10, 15 years. They want to know where you've been. There's been times when I thought I had the job and then all that came up and it's kind of heartbreaking, And, I'm 35 now and you start getting older and everybody else has got their stuff together and you don't, kind of messes with you a little bit,
You just put them against the wall for right now.
I'm kind of interested in the moving company because that could turn into a trade for me. Keep studying and get a Class B license, maybe a Class A license, and that could give me a trade that I could survive with. The seriousness of it all. I had to make a change. And this is it. This is the best way to do it. I always wanted to change, but I didn't know how. My hand first.
Although you came here because, you hit your bottom with endless problems and long, maybe life prison sentences and, people who didn't want you, blah, 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 problem. When you come into Delancey Street, it isn't about your problems anymore. It's 33 years later. We're huge. We have properties and endless thousands and thousands of graduates. Nothing about the place is any different. Every day is like starting Delancey Street all over again, because it's just all new people. And to see the heights to which they can rise in every level, it's just unbelievable. And it is inspirational. And it therefore says to me, I have no right to not fight as hard as they do.
Okay.